This video is going to teach you the 2 necessary steps you need to know on how to make home fries at home. By the end of this video, you'll understand the 2 basic steps needed to make really quality home fries at home, why your home fries might not taste as good as restaurant quality home fries, and how to batch prepare them if you have any home fry emergency needs in the future. Let's begin. The 2 steps you need to do: first to parboil them, then to fry them. Parboiling just means to boil partially. And of course, you'll want to partially fry them for that very pillowy interior and slightly crispy exterior. If you've ever made home fries and find that the exterior starts to become too crisp, if not burned, before the inside is even cooked, that's what parboiling will fix for you. For step 1, you need to choose your potato. You can, of course, use any potato you'd like. I'm using these mini ones because I really don't want to peel them. I don't really care to. You can if you want to. And also, I like the irregularity that they have. To start, get a saucepan, fill it with water, and bring that to a boil while you work on everything else. Set the stovetop to high. You can salt the water if you would like, similarly to how you would salt pasta, but I choose not to. Whatever potato you choose, you want to cut them into a bite-sized piece. Now remember, there is a correlation between how big the pieces are and how long it'll take to cook. Bigger pieces will take longer to cook. Smaller pieces will have less time they need to cook. And of course, the smaller the pieces, the more external surface area you'll have to crisp it up. So if you like crispier, more fry-like textures, you should cut them into smaller pieces. But if you like bigger, more pillowier potato fluffs, then you should cut them into larger sizes. Just note that smaller pieces, you don't have to cook as long. Bigger pieces, you'll have to cook slightly longer. By the time you finish preparing your potatoes, the water should be about ready to be boiling or is already boiling. Remember, this is not an exact science. You can toss the potatoes in at any time whenever it does seem to be heated. For the sake of this video, this is more general knowledge than an exact science. But if you are more of an empirical learner, then you should wait until it's fully boiling, then add in the potatoes at the end. Once you put the potatoes in, you can let them boil for anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. During this time, you have a couple of options of what you can do next. You can either choose to cook up these potatoes right here, right now for consumption today. You can either store them for later home fry enjoyment, such as later today, tomorrow morning, or whenever. You can scrap the whole idea at this point in time because you don't like home fries and make mashed potatoes, which is also very good of an option. If you choose to store them away, you'll want to choose a heat-proof container that you can transfer the potatoes into the container for. You'll want to let it cool completely and then store it in the fridge for later usage. Remember that these potatoes are pretty delicate, so handle them with care. Don't, just shove them in there. If you choose that you want to cook and eat them now, here are some of the options that you can do. I personally like to use a stainless steel pan, heat it up with a neutral oil, and then pan fry them all to perfection. Here are some other options you can use if that more feels compelling to you. While my pan and oil are heating up, I like to usually gather my starches and all of my seasonings. Now, you don't have to mix them up in a bowl like this that I'm doing right now for the sake of demonstration, but you can get away with just grabbing all of them so you don't lose track of any of the ones that you might forget in the very back of your pantry. This is also a great way to use up any random spices that you have laying around, or to taste test different spices that you want to try in other recipes. For example, herbes de Provence, I've come to realize, are delicious on potatoes. The best time to experiment would be on bland, crunchy potatoes, because they're gonna taste good anyway. Use that time. This is the general list of very easy, chill spices that I like to do in my home fries. You can add, you can subtract. It's not really an exact science, but this is what I find to like. That might be different than what you find to like. Something else that I do like to do for specifically home fries is add a little bit of starch. Now, here are some common ones that are usually going to be found in your kitchen. The reason why we're doing this is just to have an extra layer of crispiness then cooking. Once you put all of the potatoes into the pan, all you need to do is let it hang out and do its thing. At this point, you'll need to understand the interior is already cooked. So as long as the outside gets to a crispiness level that you like, that you are good with, these potatoes are done. You can bring them off at any point in time. So if you like really, really well done crispy potatoes, this is your time to shine. If you like it a little bit lighter, that's totally fine too. Don't forget to salt and garnish while it's still hot. That's the end of this video. I hope you learned something, especially something from this list that I have on the screen right now. I love teaching in this format, so if you found this helpful or have any additional follow-up questions, at this point in time, I'll probably make it, so feel free to comment. I'm serious. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I'll talk to you next time. Bye. Oh my God. Oh my God.